Hello everybody, and what do we have here? We have another vacuum cleaner. I've not posted in a while because I've been very busy with school, but now it's the holidays, so I'm spending all my time fixing hoovers because that seems like all I'm doing these days. Anyway, we've got a very unloved machine here. We have a Hoover Pure Power. Well, it's not a Pure Power, it's a Hoover Enigma, but a Hoover Enigma is basically a rebranded Pure Power. It's the same thing with a new paint job, so Hoover can sell another billion trillion units and make another billion trillion pound. Anyway, it's got the classic problem. The foot switch down there is broken because there's a little part in there that snaps off all the time, and when it snaps off they do this. So that needs looking at. It basically needs a clean because it's really grubby, and I have took the carpet height selector off because the screws are off as well, because I'm going to be having a look at this because it needs a full refurbishment. It's in a very, very sad and sorry state. And part of the reason there'll be a lot of tasteful comments and opinions about this, I think, in the comment section. But the lady that had this used it to hoover her lawn. Yeah. So, not a very good start at all. It was false grass though. So, it's not as bad as real grass. But it still is a big no-no, and I can't believe she's actually done that, but she has, and that's why it's in this very sad, sorry state. All the tools are missing off the back. No tools with it. And it's the Pets model, as you can see by that little logo thing there. And the turbo brush is missing, but I think I've got a turbo brush. I can have it. That I can give it a new turbo brush. And I can't remember what it's called, but this dangly end bit here needs replacing because all the paint is scratched off so much that it just looks a general state, and that will need replacing. I'll just put a black one of them on because all the silver paint's chipping off, because obviously that silver is just sprayed on. The plastic isn't silver, so since it's just sprayed on, when it gets scratched it comes off. It has got, though, the two tools it has got. It's got the extension tubes. And I can't do this one-handed, so bear with. It's got the crevice tool, or the long scabbard tool, as some people say, and it's got one of the extension tubes with it. And obviously, if I can open this, there's no bag in it. I took it out. It was absolutely full of leaves and grass and all sorts of disgusting things. Basically, everything that shouldn't be in a Hoover was in here, thanks to this lovely lady who had hoovered up her lawn. I honest to God don't know what would make you do that, but anyway, this lady has, and this is why this Hoover's in this state, as I said before. So it will get fully, stripped apart and cleaned and hopefully refurbished so it can be sold on as a reconditioned Pure Power. So let's take the hood off, put that back, and I bet there's all sorts of disgusting things under here. How does this come off now? Oh, there's something still holding that on. Let's have a look what's holding that on now. It's under. Oh, there's a screw there. Little screw there that I've missed, and that's keeping this rest of this cover on. As well, the cord is ripped in the cord has several different cuts in it, and the bare wires are exposed, which isn't safe at all, so it's going to need a new cord. And I'll have to see if I've got one of them, because all the spare cord I've got at the moment, very conveniently, is orange, so it won't match. Yeah. Pretty grim in here. Lots and lots of muck. Few dead spiders, some horrible thing of some description which I don't know what it is, probably shouldn't be seen by the human eye. Lots of various things in here. Lovely, lovely amounts of muck in there, brilliant, and a build-up of grass in there. But surprisingly, the brush roll isn't too bad. It's got some of my friend's hair and this lady's hair around it, but that can be pulled off. The brush roll is probably can be saved, salvageable. The belt, good tension in that. It's not stretched. It seems to be working fine, so it won't need a new belt. But like I said, the foot release catch is broken, so it will need a new mechanism. If that one isn't repairable, which it probably isn't. Yeah, so that's in there. And on the back, there's more damage from the years of abuse that this thing has had, and it won't stand up at all now I've took that front cover off. So it'll have to go down here. Like I said, no tools in there. And the anti-tip hook is snapped off, because what you're supposed to be able to do, if I just take this cord off here, like that, this comes off here, this cord, I mean this, the hose comes off, which isn't torn, very surprisingly, that's alright as well. And what you do when you're hoovering your stairs or upholstery or whatever, there's supposed to be a hook here, and you clip the hose onto the bottom like that, and it stops the hoover falling over when you're using it on the stairs, because there's a classic problem, uprights topple when they're on the stairs, they fall over. And yeah, that's it really, nothing more to say about this one. So, oh yeah, there is one last thing to say. There's lots of this on it, which is not good. We don't like electrical tape, we don't. And you can see, yeah, there it is. There's a bit of bare wire there, which is certainly no good. So, the fuse can come out that plug. That's the only thing I can take out of that. And the rest of that cord can go in the bin, as it's too far gone. Like I said, just needs a clean up, because it's generally just surface muck on it. So it needs... they can be cleaned up, them extension, what they called, the extension tubes, they can be cleaned up, but it'll need a new turbo brush, as the original one is missing. It'll need a new cover, because this is a whole cover, and as the clip's snapped off, that'll need replacing. It just clips back in there. So yeah, some disgusting piece of gum, I think that is, rank. And it is, I'll give you all the joy of reading this. And I think, I'm not very good at dating these things. Oh, it's not even focusing, is it? Focus. No, it's not focusing. Anyway, it says Hoover model PU71 / EN01001. 220, 240 volts, 50 hertz, and it's one of the newer ones, which is after the EU regs, saying vacuums have to be below 900 watts, so it is 750 watts, which is better when it's compared to the others, which were 2000 watts, because the motors used to burn out literally straight away. Made in PRC, People's Republic of China, what a surprise there, load of trash. Yeah, and there's the original place there. Hoover Limited, Merthyr Tydfil. So I've got nothing more to say about it. That's the data sticker. New cord, new tools, new bag, because there's no bag in it. I think I've shown you in here, I have, haven't I? Yeah, but it has got the filters. What's that up there? Can you see it? It seems to be something awful. It seems to be something horrible in there. Anyway, all will be cleaned up. There are leaves literally dropping out of this thing because it was battered to death by this lady. So, yeah, moral of this video, don't use your Hoover to, you know, clean your lawn. That's what leaf blowers are for, not Hoovers. Bit of common sense, people. Anyway, thank you for watching this video for this very unloved Hoover Enigma, and I will see you all shortly. Bye, thanks for watching.